Okay, here is the help video from the 9-4 classwork. It's on page 519. We're doing number 10. We have to multiply these expressions and state any restrictions on the variables. Restrictions on the variables are values that make the variable 0 in any denominator anywhere throughout the problem. Okay, since we're not switching the bottom, so we're going to be looking for the zeros of these two denominators for the restrictions on the variable. But let's factor everything first. GCF on the top, so 2. When I divide a 2 into each term, you get x plus 6 left over. A good way to check that is distribute. 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 6 is 12. Checks. Okay, here, GCF from these two terms is a 3. When I divide out of 3, I get x minus 3 is left over. Now we're multiplying. GCF from here is 2. So divide out of 2 and I get x minus 3. And there is no GCF from the bottom down here. So we just leave it as is. Alright, let's look for some stuff that can cancel. Let's see, the only stuff that can cancel is the x minus 3. That's it. Everything else is going to go back together with the numbers. But let's find the restrictions on our variable. From the zero product property from this term right here, when is that equal to 0? I don't know. Set it equal to 0 and solve for x. Add 3 to the other side. That's a restriction on the variable. So x cannot equal 3. When is this equal to 0? This quantity, remember, this is in an implied parentheses there. When is this equal to 0? I don't know. Use the zero product property. Set it equal to 0 and solve for the x. So subtract 8 and divide by 3. I keep telling my students it's much easier to do this. Whatever the constant is, opposite sign, so negative 8 divided by this coefficient 3. There it is. So x cannot equal 3 or negative 8 over 3. And let's rewrite this together. We can multiply back together. 2 times 2 is going to be 4, and times quantity x plus 6. 3 on the outside, 3x plus 8 on the inside. Done.